Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to my channel Languages with God. And in today's video, I'm going to share about a very common problem of the learners of English language or of the students who are preparing for any kind of English language based test such as IELTS, CELPIP or PTE. Well, honestly speaking, whenever I observe the students going through that phase of their language learning journey where they feel lost, depressed, or they develop any kind of inferiority complex, I really feel sad for them, though I never let them realize. Well, being a mentor, I always keep in mind that we are supposed to help them out. We are supposed to help them to come out of that negativity, or to encourage them, or to uplift their spirits, and to motivate them to explore their full potential. So now, what are the reasons? Why do they develop such kind of complexes? There could be many reasons. Why do they feel like that in the language learning class only they are dumb, they are not intelligent enough, they are not learning anything, everyone else is progressing except them. And the most devastating thing they keep in mind, or they start developing, is that they think that they will never be able to learn that language in their life, and they will never be able to achieve their goals. So there could be many reasons behind this, and let's talk about those reasons. As per my understanding, I think there are mainly three reasons. Why do students start developing such kind of complexes in their behavior or in their personality while they are attending any kind of language class? First of all, I think maybe they have started their learning after a huge gap. Maybe they got in touch with the books after a huge gap from their studies, their academic studies. It could be possible that they started working after the completion of their academic studies, or they started fulfilling their family responsibilities after the completion of their college or university studies. So they just got immersed in that home or work environment, and they just returned to their books after a long time, after a huge gap. So that's why it is becoming difficult for them to grasp anything, or to develop any kind of form in language class. And the second reason could be that maybe they have started from a level which is much higher than their existing knowledge of that language. They have started with the difficult level, they have started learning difficult concepts of that language. That's why they are facing problems, they are not progressing, or their performance is not improving, they are not understanding anything. And the third reason could be the self-doubt, failure, or low self-esteem. No doubt, surely it is difficult to achieve a certain proficiency level in a language learning process. However, it is not impossible. If you are just focusing on the impossibility of that thing, you are just getting into trouble. So just avoid these things, clear these things in your mind, and you should only focus on your strengths and goals, and you can make your language learning process smoother and stress free. So what are the solutions? I would recommend you some things. There are a few tips which you can follow to make your language learning process more enjoyable and more effective. So here are my tips. First one is that make fewer comparisons. You should always make fewer comparisons with others for your performance or for your understanding. Always remember that everyone is on his or her own path in this language learning journey. Nobody really knows what struggles do other people have. If someone is having already good level of good proficiency level of that language in that class, in that particular class where you are also learning that language, it is possible that that person has invested some time on learning that language. They might have, or he or she might have worked hard to improve the level. That's why they have good command. Nobody can do it good for the first time, I repeat, right? So you do one thing. You just ask one or two of your classmates that who are having a good proficiency level of that language, or who have acquired a certain advanced level of that language, whether they have invested time on that language prior to coming to that class. Have they worked hard? Most probably answer would be yes. Second tip is you should always motivate yourself. Always keep in mind that you need a consistent motivation to achieve a proficiency level in language learning class. It doesn't matter which language are you learning. If you're learning English, you should always uplift your spirits. You should lift yourself up by analyzing that how far have you reached, right? And you should always anticipate the thrill of speaking fluently in that language. So always motivate yourself. And the last thing you can do is that you ask lots of questions, right? If you're attending any language learning class, ask lots of questions to your teacher. Never keep your doubts to yourself. Never feel shy to make your doubts clear, right? Ask other students or look up the information on language blogs or website. Ask your mentor, right? But clear your doubts. One thing more. You should also emphasize more on learning the smaller concepts before jumping to the difficult concepts of any language. And you should keep in mind that these small things do matter. If you are thinking, for example, in spoken English class or in English language learning class, if you're thinking that what is the use of learning about articles or prepositions, and these things seem insignificant to you, right? These are not, trust me, these are not. These are the building blocks of any language, right? The things you consider smaller ones, those are the building blocks. So before jumping to the higher concepts or difficult levels, you should focus more on the things which are familiar to you. You should make yourself familiar with the smaller and simpler concepts. So these are the tips from my side, my dear students. And I wish you a wonderful language learning journey. I think you should always keep these tips in your mind before developing any kind of complex, or before feeling low, or before having low self-confidence. Subscribe my channel for more such videos. Thanks for watching.